Welcome, MiniWarGamers, to another War Machine Batrep here with...
Mike.
He's so special. No, Mike is actually a long-lost friend that, well, I knew before, and then like years and years passed, and I started playing War Machine, and it was like, boom! So, you too can maybe, probably not, there's a really small possibility if you start collecting War Machine, find a long-lost friend.
True.
But anyways, here we are, Cygnar versus Scorne.
Scorne.
I've never fought Scorne before on camera. I've faced Mike a few times before. But finally got some of his models painted up mostly, and I brought a mostly painted model too, so it's all good. But 25 points. What are we playing? Okay, we'll decide on what we're playing, and then I'll tell you.
25 points of Cygnar led by Constance Blaze with her full unit of Precursor Knights with their UA, and Harlan Versh solo. And to finish it off, every single Morrowind model, we got Gallant. Then in the back we have a Stormcaller, full unit of Sword Knights, and to support them we have Archduke Runewood. And that's 25 points of Cygnar. New list, I want to try it out, have some fun. Then I'm facing against Morgul, P. Morgul, and he has a Gladiator, accompanied by a Bronzeback and an Agonizer. Look at that little guy, he's hilarious. And we have some Pain Givers, Cyclops Brute, and a Cyclops Shaman. And there's your 25 points of Scorne. So we rolled off, we decided we're going to play Incursion. So we have 3 objectives in the middle. You have to be in base to base to control it, and you get 1 point. And at the end of the first turn, you just randomly take one off the board. So you kind of move forward, and hopefully you move towards the right ones. That's a little more randomness to the game, and some fun times. And so I severely outnumber the Hordes player, but his guys are much, much stronger. So turn 1, I don't allocate any focus, and the Precursors run up onto the hill and behind the wall. Stormcaller also runs up. Then Gallant has a Morrowind accumulator, and so since the caster is Morrowind, he gets free focus and then runs forward. And Constance casts Transference and then just walks forward. And we're also treating those craters as not terrain at all, just to make things easier. A little more open ground. And the Sword Knights run up. Guess what? Harlan also runs up. Very exciting turn 1. Morgul then goes, he casts Rush on the Bronzeback, and then advances forward. His movement's 7, very, very fast. And then he just runs with his other beasts going up. Bronzeback as well. Very slow, only speed 4, so Rush gives him plus movement, so that's good. Then the Cyclops Shaman casts, he can cast any Animus, and so he steals it. Well, he doesn't steal, but he uses the Gladiator's own Animus on himself without having to cost any Animus at all, and basically everyone just moves up. Then we roll, and the middle goes out, and so me being the much more faster army and more diverse army, this is a big advantage to me. And so turn 2, I just kind of move up base to base, so I got that one, but I do not be in range to fire or call down lightning. So I move up. I don't move up my full distance with everybody because I know how many crazy speed boosts Scorne can get. And so Harlan moves up. He does his quad gun, but he misses his first attack just because he's barely behind. He's getting cover from one of those pillars there. Runewood then moves up and gives Pathfinder to the Sword Knights and takes a shot at the Agonizer. You can barely see him. And so he does boost the hit off of cost of transference. So I know this is actually wrong. You only boost melee attack rolls and damage rolls, and now I know. But he did absorb the damage onto the Brute through Shield Guard. Only took 4 damage. Then Constance moves up and just cancels all of her focus that's left, and the Sword Knights run up around that objective. Turn 2 Scorne after very incredible long time of deliberation, but it was hard, so valid. He sucks all the focus. Oh yeah, he also gave 3 fear to the Agonizer first turn. So he casts Shaman casts Rush on the Gladiator. The Bronzeback. Then the Pain Givers move up and cast Enrage on all the beasts. enrage, enrage, enrage. And then he takes those 2 focus off him, and then the bronze back, keep calling him gladiator, he charges forward into one of the sword knights, then casts his own train wreck animus on himself, so that gets rid of rush, but that's fine because he's already there. Then he starts making his initial attacks. He has 3 initials, and he starts pounding away on the sword knights and gets to move an inch because of that train wreck animus. And so it's very well named, I thought, and continue to just eat through. And so they will have to take a command check. We forgot until afterwards, but it doesn't make a huge difference. And I think he has 1 more attack. Boosts his final one, and he misses. And so 1 more attack and kills that sword knight. And I do make my command, luckily, although it's pretty hard to fail with sword knight, command 9. He then casts abuse on the gladiator and takes a few damage, or just 1 damage. He then casts rush on the Cyclops brute, and then he maltreats the bronze back for another 2 damage, but then gets to steal a fury from him, put it back on himself. He then advances 7 inches up into the woods and casts with his 2 remaining fury admonition. And then he feats. Then the gladiator casts his rush on himself and then charges forward 11 inches into Gallant. As you can see, this is a very well thought out turn, and I'm actually inspired to collect Scorne and do crazy things like this in the future. But anyways, he needs 7s to hit and misses with his first 3 initials. And he's a little screwed, but he can still buy a couple more attacks. So 7s to hit, he should get a few of these. Any of these? Apparently not. So the gladiator fails completely and utterly, but at least he's across the board. Then the brute charges up, and now he needs 8s to hit, but he should still hit a few of these, right? He misses his 2 initials, but he has 3 focus, or 3 fury, to buy more attacks, and he misses, and misses for a total of 10 attacks in a row missed by his war beasts. That was a bit sad. But end of turn 2, no control points. He contested them both fully, so stay tuned, click below for part 2.